This time we're playing the interactive matching game. We've played this game before.
Yeah.
It's basically there's a person and you're trying to match their answer. And Ida, you're going to start us off, but we're going to take turns. Anybody who wants to play can be part of it. All you have to do is guess what Ida is about to say.
Oh, that should be easy.
So I'm gonna give a sentence, and it's gonna have a blank in it. Ida's gonna fill in the blank, and then you and let's see, yeah, they can see your piece of paper. So if you have a really big screen, you'll be able to see what Ida's writing.
Where should I do this?
You can do it right there.
Okay, they're not going to
look. People are going to cheat. So everybody's gonna guess it together. So you put your guess out. Don't look at the screen though, because they're going to be putting their stuff up.
Oh, okay.
All right. So once you get yours, then you can look at the screen. All right. So here we go. You get the idea. It's going to be a question. It's going to have a blank in it. Everybody's going to answer it.
This isn't a sample question. This is the game starting.
No sample question.
Okay, we're going right into it. Okay.
Okay. So here we go.
Ready.
A bald man complained, "My wife thinks my head is an egg. Last night she tried to blank it." A bald man complained, "My wife thinks my head is an egg. Last night she tried to blank it."
I'm ready.
Okay, so I just got her answer down. Do you all have your answers? Let's see who can come close to what Ida had to say. Get your answers in now. Please type what you think. It's not just what you think the answer is, but Ida's answer.
Oh, okay? There's some good ones.
So I see boil it, fry it, crack it. Let me tell you what my answer would be.
Yeah.
My answer would be scramble. Scramble it. My wife tried to scramble my brain.
I think we might have been working together too long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my guess. What's the answer you have? You got to hold it up to the camera so that the camera can see it. Scramble. You got it too. I promise I didn't cheat.
You sure you didn't look over when I was writing?
No, I sure did.
Okay, so that means I have to answer the next one.
No, so this one will be mine to answer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you give me the pen and pencil. Somebody's got to try to guess what I'm going to write on this one. Okay, are you ready for it? Here's the second question. The second question. Joel said he knew Ida was the girl from the moment he met her. Oh. She was wearing perfume that smelled just like blank. Just like blank. All right.
I have an answer, but I'm not gonna put my answer down.
No, this is an answer from me.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't type mine in.
Okay, I got my answer.
All right.
So everybody, pop your answer in. Try to match mine
flowers.
So that you can
David
play.
says flowers.
So that you can play the next round. And
apple pie.
Do you remember seeing this game, the match game on television?
I love that game.
With Rayburn.
Gene Rayburn.
Gene Rayburn.
Yes.
And he had this really long microphone,
a long,
thin,
skinny one with a little.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that.
So we need a long microphone like that when we play this game.
We could use the eyeball camera.
Yeah.
Joel says I'm not going there.
So what do you think?
I can understand that.
I was hoping Joel would get the first one right.
We're probably thinking the same thing.
Did you have a guess?
I did have a guess.
What's your guess?
It's not a nice guess because when Joel and I were dating in high school, he used to work at a pig farm, and he used to scrape out the pig pens, and he'd come home smelling just like pig. So I don't want to. Maybe say I smell just like pig.
That would have been a good answer.
Yeah.
See, I was actually hoping Joel would get the first question so that this one would have gone to Joel.
He knew he would better not say I smelled like.
But I'm
pig.
going to give you my answer.
Okay.
Nobody came up with it. My answer is his mother.
Okay.
Joel said he knew Ida was the girl from the moment he met her because she was wearing perfume that smelled just like his mother. That means it's your turn to go again because we haven't gotten anybody to guess our guesses.
Joel said he wasn't going to say that either, but he didn't know how to make it delicate enough to say it. Okay, well, strange question. All right.
Okay, here's the next question for you.
All right.
Ready?
Are you guys ready? Okay.
Kathy said, "This performer is so awful that the ushers don't take you to your seat. They blank you to your seat." They don't take you to your seat. They blank you to your seat. Kathy said this performer is so awful. How awful is he, Kathy? He's so awful that the ushers don't take you to your seat. They blank you to your seat. They blank you.
Oh. I should have looked what other people were answering.
No, you shouldn't. That's not how the game works. So you don't think you came up with a very good answer this time?
No, because, Kristen said bounce. Can I show my answer?
Yeah.
It was so bad, they didn't even want to go, hear him. They just pointed you to their seat. Like, it's down there somewhere.
That's a good one.
Okay.
My answer was going to be seatbelt you.
So you can't leave? It's so bad. You can't walk. Oh, Kathy says push. Yeah.
Oh, push you. There you go. See, it was Kathy. You should have been able to get that one.
I should have known. Okay.
Kathy knew the right answer. It was Kathy. Okay, we're going to give this one, since Kristen was the first answerer, and she's been the first answerer a couple of times. Kristen is going to be the answerer of this question. So we're trying to match Kristen on this one. So Kristen, if you would, hold your answer for just a little bit. Let other people answer first, okay? We'll give you a minute or so, and I'll let you know when you can type your answer, and then we'll see it, okay? Here we go. The next question.
Oh, it's Kristen.
Kristen said, boy, our church is really modernizing their Christmas pageant. Instead of the wise men riding in on camels, they're riding in on blanks.
Oh.
Instead of riding in on camels, they're riding in on blanks. Kristen's church is modernizing their Christmas pageant.
Am I supposed to write it on here?
You can write it if you want. So Kristen's church, hold your answer just for a second, Kristen. Kristen's church, what are they riding in on?
I like David's
in the
answer.
Church? They are really modernizing at that church of hers. Okay, so Kristen, you can put your answer in. Let's see what your answer is, Ida.
Hoverboards. And other people said hoverboards and skateboards.
Skateboards. Yeah. Roombas.
I like the Roomba one.
Isn't that a sweeper?
It
or
is.
Roomba?
It's a vacuum sweeper.
Let's see. If they're wise men, the wise men came in on camels. They came in on camels from the east.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So let's see. In the modern day, what do you ride on from the east? How about a Kia? A Kia Soul.
There you go.
That's the east. Kristen, what's your answer on that one? Kathy, since you and Ida matched, we're going to have you do the next. Okay, we'll try to match Kathy on the next one.
Yep, sounds good.
Kristen, you have an answer for us?
Kristen said hoverboards.
There you go. Hoverboards.
Kathy, Kristen, yay.
Nicely done. That's some modern wise men.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. That would actually be sort of a cool scene, because they're not walking; they're just
like floating.
I'm for this pageant. I think they've got something.
I think so too.
They've got something good going. Let's go to the next question. This is Kathy. Kathy, if you'd hold your answer for just a second. One bell-ringing Santa Claus said to the other, "My concern about humanity is at an all-time high. Instead of money donation, someone just gave me a blank." All right, so it's a Santa, quite concerned. Santa, a bell-ringing Santa, quite concerned. He said to his friend, the other bell-ringing Santa, "My concern about humanity is at an all-time high. Instead of a money donation, someone just gave me a blank." All right, let's see what folks have there. Kathy, if you just hold on for a second.
David says cigarette.
Yeah, my answer was going to be a syringe.
A syringe. That's definitely
something of concern, right?
It is very
concerning. The other one would
concerning.
be a joint.
A joint.
Yeah.
Livia says a stare.
But now that's legal.
Just a stare.
Just a stare. That's a pretty good one, too.
Yeah.
What was your answer?
A COVID self-test. COVID on the brain.
Yeah, that's some concern for humanity. Kathy,
Joel says face mask.
Kathy, what's the right answer?
Yes, please, Kathy, help us out here.
A face mask? Is that what Joel said? Yeah. See, you guys were on the same path.
Kristen says a pill.
So, a pill. Along
syringe, a pill. Mm-hmm.
Kristen and I were thinking along the same lines.
You must be related.
What do you? Yeah, I got one, Kathy.
Kathy says a bird.
He gave him the bird.
Do you mean the bird or a bird?
Yeah, I think she means
bird.
We're going to just leave it at what she will leave it open at what she
Good answer.
I think we
no
all
match.
I think we all know exactly what you meant. But Joel, we're gonna hand it over to Joel because Joel has been playing actively. Joel will be the answerer of this next question.
Come on, Joel.
It's a fun game. I like this game.
I like this game, yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Match game,
Kathy
next question.
Says the bird.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Janet said,
okay.
I think there's something wrong with television broadcasting. Instead of playing the Charlie Brown Christmas special, they're televising blank. Instead of playing the Charlie Brown Christmas special, they're televising blank. What is television broadcasting doing these days that would be wrong in Janet's eyesight? If you're watching, playing along, try to give your answer. We're looking for for fun answers, and David's come in with one. Joel, you're holding off just for a minute, right? And let's see. I didn't come up with one in my mind for this one. Instead of the Charlie Brown Christmas special, right, where Linus gives his speech, what could we do instead? David says the news. That's how much he liked our segment. CSI. That's pretty good. Joel, you can put your answer in.
Kathy says Congress.
There's a good one.
Okay, Joel, what's your answer?
How about Donald Trump's Christmas special?
Oh my.
That would be my
fake news.
That would be my answer.
I should have said fake news. Kristen says wrestling.
Wrestling. That's a good one. I like wrestling. Joel, what do you think the definitive answer to this question is? I hope those of you who are playing at home came up with it. Came up with your answer first, and then weren't just swayed. If he said, did you give your answer, Ida?
I did not give my answer.
Okay, what's your answer?
Dental procedures.
That's
something painful, I was thinking.
That really is something.
Yeah, okay. I think we must have lost Joel.
Uh-oh.
That might be a
video download.
Oh, he says, Joel did answer, early Easter programming.
There you go. the Charlie Brown Easter special.
Aw.
Oh, that's
good
a
answer,
good
but nobody matched.
That's a good one. Let's give David a chance to play.
Okay, David.
All right? David, you're going to be the definitive answerer on this question. Okay. So hold your answer just for a second. One of the things I noticed, by the way, is that David always answers really fast at the beginning of the show, and then as the show goes on, it gets slower and slower. So I think his internet gets further and further behind. And so I was thinking, hey, if you ever want to, you could refresh in the middle of the show, and you'd probably get caught back up again if you feel like you're behind.
That's a good idea.
If you get your answers in late. Anyway, that was just a little discussion we're having. Okay, so question number 7. I think this is the last one.
Okay.
Tom Hanks is doing a new holiday movie. You know Tom Hanks, he's done a lot of holiday movies. It's going to be titled Saving the Big Green Finch Toy Story. In it, his main saying is, there's no crying in blank. Tom Hanks. He's doing it. Did you know he was doing a new holiday movie? I actually probably think he is doing a holiday movie.
Actually, he's got one called Finch.
But no, it's going to be called Saving the Big Green Finch Toy Story.
I know, but he has a real movie out that's called Finch, I think.
It's called Finch, yep. In it, his main saying is, there's no crying in blank. You know, of course, he's famous for that line. There's no crying.
There's no
in
crying
baseball.
in baseball.
That's not
What are
even
you
in one of the
doing? Are
titles.
you crying?
There's no crying. So this is it's his Christmas movie. What would you say is the answer to that? This is sort of one of the toughest ones, I think. But you came up with one right away. What's your answer?
There's no crying in Whoville.
David, you can put your answer in if you want.
David says the North Pole.
There you go.
That's a good answer.
That's a good one.